quick video on how you can often anticipate a similar price action in a stock when the same parties are involved. So in this example, I'll go over KAVL, which is a runner this morning. I've gone over similar examples with MLGO and HOLO. I did one on RevB a few weeks ago. But this was interesting because when I was doing what I would normally do, which is basically just looking at the dilution, seeing what recent offerings they did, you can see they did this one at 153 in June with Maxim as the underwriter. And then looking at the news is interesting because they were also serving as the advisor in this merger deal. So they were involved. And then the other thing was when I was looking to see, if they might need to raise and how they might raise, I noticed that the shelf was expired. So these expire in 3 years. So that would be expired by now. So one of the things I'll check for is if they do have warrants. I'll check to see if they've done a warrant inducement in the past. So that basically means one of the ways they can raise capital is, because in this case, to take a step back, the warrant exercise price was at 153. So it's close to there. The thing is that the warrant holders won't necessarily exercise when it's not like way over the exercise price. So one of the things the company will do is they'll say, hey, we'll reduce the exercise price of the warrants if you'll exercise them. So we get cash, you get to profit, and win-win. So when I asked about that, I found that they did reduce the exercise price, but it wasn't for that reason. It was because the warrants from the June offering had this reset provision, which is something they'll do sometimes where the warrant exercise price will actually reset if it meets certain conditions, which it did. In this case, the exercise price was reset to $1.18 per share. So basically you have the warrants are in play. So the warrant holders are likely going to be involved as is the underwriter. And as you can see before the offering, which, those parties were likely involved, or the investors were involved in, the underwriter was involved in here, this June run, which is right before that offering. You can see the price action, this quick gap up, push out the open, and then it's kind of like consolidates and just like won't break down. This one had this little squeeze out at the end of the day, which is a little bit different from today. But besides that, it was still very similar. As you can see here, this quick gap, push out the open, and then just like wouldn't break down, but didn't have any, wasn't able to make any move end of day. But overall, still very similar price action. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, just something to keep an eye out for when, you notice the same people are involved and you're kind of seeing the same sort of behavior.